Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, the honors, the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to your sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. Real quick, just wanted to do a quick hit on the concept of shaking the dust off your feet. Because we're coming into the time where brothers are really being persecuted. Brothers had to move. In the ancient world, it's a practice of shaking the dust off your feet. Then you could go to another city. In our case, maybe that's a possibility, but it's seeming like you kind of just got to switch spots and you kind of just got to go with the flow. Just like in my camp, GMS St. Louis camp, they actually came with legislation, which, I could pull it up, but it's no point. They came up with legislation against us. Matter of fact, you know what? Put the law they're talking about basically we're obstructing public places. And once again, there's too many comparisons to consider. In Rome and all these different places in the ancient world, namely though the Roman Empire, the Israelites, they got kicked out of cities, they got scattered, they had to go from place to place, shelter to shelter. The scriptures talk about basically your teachers will be scattered to a corner anymore. I'm paraphrasing, but your eyes shall see your teachers. And I'm a young man in the faith, but I still consider myself a teacher because I was called by Yahweh Shai to teach, just like the rest of the brothers too. And this is, I believe I'm not sure if it's new or old, but it's up online, so it's got to be an old law probably that they pulled up. And we know the scriptures. One of the reasons we have to go out and teach, the scriptures talk about go to the chief place of concourse. So that's what we did. That was our spot. Brothers have been there for years. And basically what they did is they cracked down on everybody there. They eliminated a lot of the concourse. All of the people who come out, do performances, play music on the side, get a little bit of money on the side. All of those performers and all the street performers and musicians, they had to leave too. So they stopped their concourse just for us, just to get us out of there, and this just shows you the bullshit because, we have a right to assemble, but this is what they're trying to say. It should be unlawful for any person to stand or remain idle, either alone and consort with others in a public place in such a manner to obstruct any public street. So it's a bunch of bullshit. How they gonna stop you from standing idly? And they're trying to say we're impeding, we're obstructing entrance, even though, if we get into the law of technicalities, technically we don't do any of this because we stand off to the side, so we're not obstructing a public sidewalk or walkway. We're not, let's see. Yeah, we're not obstructing or interfering a public street, a public highway. We're not causing it to not be run free and interrupted. We're not obstructing the entrances to any businesses of any establishments. So we didn't do that. We didn't do that. And here's the next law: disrupting a house of worship. And that's exactly what they did to us. They obstructed a house of worship of Yahweh Shai. And that's the spirit, because I didn't even know that one was the next one. So, and what comes next? See, unlawful funeral. Okay, so some other things. But going back, man, because it's a shame, man, especially the particular place we were at. There was a lot of people walking by, a lot of people engaged. If people want to keep walking, they can keep walking. not a problem. But because we're promoting, certain things to our people, certain understanding to our people, and basically trying to wake up our nation and bringing out the scriptures. Basically, those Edomites there, they got pissed off, they got mad, they got tired of us. I think it was a couple of weeks back. They sent somebody out to talk about having us sit down with sponsors and, negotiating on how to sponsor us and all this other bullshit. And basically we told the dude, no way. Because we saw the angles that he was coming with. And every time since, he's walked past us, with his head down. Because he saw that, we weren't going for the bullshit. And, just more of Satan's devices that brothers have picked up on. They can't get you to sell out. They can't buy you out. They come with the unjust laws and the unjust rules. They come with the persecution. This is Matthew 10 and 15. And they sent some Jake cops at us. And, they had the stupid grins on their faces. And, oh, yeah, you fellows can't be, all this silly ass shit. But, when Jake comes through there, acting a fool, stealing from stores, causing commotion, then it becomes a problem. This is Matthew 10 and 15. Hey, but fuck this place, man. And it tells you that in the scriptures. Verily I say unto you. Hey, Salakia. Switch back so it's readable. And this is the words of the Lord. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Salakia. It's verse 12. Matter of fact, start at verse 11. And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come into a house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And this basically the place we were at, it wasn't worthy, and we had to let our peace return and figure out a new spot. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that city, that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Shake the dust off your feet. Verily I say unto you, it should be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. And basically, we know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. The shit was burned down and the other cities along with it. That shit was completely and utterly destroyed. And the day is coming where the destruction is coming, where Sodom and Gomorrah is going to seem like a little small fire. It's going to seem like a little campfire compared to the fire and the hell and the destruction. Okay? And the city of St. Louis, they got it coming, man, because this place endorses nothing but wickedness. They got Amalekites, running shit, and they push degeneracy and all that shit on our people. And we go out and we preach against it and we get persecuted for it. And destruction is going to come for this place. It's going to be a special destruction for this place, man. I've been here my whole life and I can just see it. I've been dealing with this shit for my whole life. Brothers been dealing with it for their whole lives, so we can see it. And it's interesting that comparison pops up because what are they promoting for the youth? Okay, they're telling us that we're wrong, we're hateful, but they're promoting homosexuality with the youth. They're promoting degeneracy. Girl, you got the young girls they got colored hair. They got they sit there, they talk about, we're pedophiles and all this dumb shit. They got young girls wearing shit like hoes. Basically that's the attire now. Hoe shit. See-through shit. Tight ass pants. Thongs and crop tops and Daisy do all this tight ass shit. Tight ass sundresses. You don't even see anything. You rarely see a young lady and something that's ladylike. Maybe a nice dress or something that goes to the ankle, past the knee, and you don't, see the curve and the crack of the ass or all of that shit. The conservative things that our people go back to. And that's the things that we promoted, against the degeneracy. That's why when we were out there preaching and teaching, and those types of people they walk by, hey, a lot of times we don't even say anything to them. We just preach in the Bible. They come by and they just put their head down and they walk by, because in their spirit they become convicted and they become marked, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about. We told you, we gave you the scriptures, we stood right there, we answered questions. That's it. And a lot of these people, they just set up to be marked, man. Spirit kind of jumped in me to get pissed off about it, because it's crazy. This place is complete madness and utter craziness. And we pushed everything that was right, and we were persecuted for it. That's why, once again, this place is going to be destroyed for that shit. And it says it right there. But going back to the concept, shaking the dust off your feet. Shaking the dust off your feet. Let me see. Let me get that. And then I could close out. It says shake off. Shake off. The Greek, ektanaso. Ektanaso, to shake off so that something adherent shall fall. It says, by this symbolic act, a person expresses extreme contempt for another and refuses to have any further dealings with him. Yeah, that's that, and that's exactly how we feel about it. We shake that off so we don't have any further fucking dealings with these wicked ass niggas, or rather, that particular place that we were at. I'll say it like that, because the Lord, may have us out there to seal up His people, to bring the word to His people and seal the elect if they're not already sealed. Let me say it like that. Salaki. So we did that, man. We shook the dust off our feet. We had to depart out, let our peace return unto us. Lord willing, if you're listening, man, put up curses for this place and make this place University City, Missouri, which, interesting is, it's a good portion of it is Jake. A good portion is Jake. And I guess, the money's starting to dry up, so they had to get us out of there. So, hey, man, that time is coming, for this, all this bullshit to end. Now we got to go downtown. Downtown, another treacherous ass place, which is why brothers didn't want to go there. But, it is what it is. Here we go, So we're going to see how this one works out. And, all through the spirit, we're going to see what happens. Lord willing, man, we can continue to push the word, continue to help seal the elect until that time comes forth where the ark is built and the Lord can pull us back. And as the hopeful elect, we wait for that salvation to come. Hey, but call hello, Yahweh Shai. And, may this lesson bless you. If you're going through the same things, just like the apostles out in New York, they move around. You got the brothers in London, they had to move around. You got brothers in Chicago, they had to move around. Brothers in all different locations. I don't even know all the locations where brothers were chased out of somewhere, and all of the different events where they had to shake the dust off their feet and keep it moving, basically keep it pushing. But I think it'll be better to have better luck, because St. Louis, they don't have shit going, so they're not just going to pass some laws. We'll see. We'll see, because it's a grave darkness over this city, and the Lord is going to have to really put a foot up their ass even more, past, because we just had flooding and shit, but that stuff is already going down. But anywho, call Allah Yahweh Yahushua, Lord willing, is edifying for you. Peace into the hopeful elect. Salutations to you sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. Shalom.